Hi there, welcome back. This is BNSN, the stock game. Well, let's quickly take you through the rules of the game. And at this point of time, we have slipped below the 8600 mark. 85.99 is just a shade below the 8600 mark. But let's just quickly take you through the rules of the game. Now, our three market experts have been given a notional amount of 5 lakh rupees each, and they will invest this money in 4 stocks. At the end of each trading day, they'll have to churn their portfolio by discarding 2 stocks and buying 2 new stocks. Also, if a particular target or stop loss is triggered, analyst will have to change that particular stock. This goes on from Monday to Friday, and on Friday we calculate the total profit or loss and declare our winner. So let's just introduce the participants for this week. We have Ruchit, Jain, technical analyst from Angel Broking, Siddhartha Chatterjee of Trustline Securities, as well as Mitesh Thakkar from miteshthakkar.com. Gentlemen, a very warm welcome and wish you all the best for today's session. Well, Mitesh, let's first start off by discussing your portfolio. And you first placed a buy call on Asahi India with a target price of 180. What is it that you like about Asahi?
So my first stock today is Asahi India. It's had a very strong price and volume action yesterday. Good positive setup on the intraday as well as the short-term daily charts. My sense is that the stock has started an uptrend, and the first target on the upside could be around 180, which is my day price target. And the recommended stop loss here would be just below 163.
Okay, and what about DCW, Mitesh? That stock is quite worked in your favor. In fact, your target price has been met.
Yeah, DCW is a small cap stock, but again, on the medium to long term charts, we are seeing extremely good traction. Yesterday, on the daily charts also, we saw some kind of signals of an uptrend picking up over here. So I've chosen the stock to buy with a stop below 2040. And I would look at targets of around 24. It might not be achieved in a day, though that's my day price target, but I think eventually the stock will cross 24, 25 and head higher and go through a stronger period of trend in coming weeks and months.
Okay, great going on that stock, 11% higher as we speak. Moving right on, Ruchit, let's discuss the first 2 recommendations. Auto, that's in focus. According to you, you have a buy recommendation on M&M, and what's the call on Divan Housing?
Yeah, so M&M, if we observe the daily and weekly charts, after consolidation of many months, it has given a breakout from a triangular pattern. So we believe that after a sideways consolidation zone, the trend has changed again up in the stock, and it has started forming this higher top, high bottom formation. So that's why we are bullish on the stock from positional perspective also. For day, I have fixed a target of 1380. 1361 is a minor resistance which if crossed, then in intraday also this target could be achieved. I have placed a stop loss below 1315 for this movement. My second call was a buy call in Divan Housing Finance. I was expecting an intraday up move in the stock, as yesterday all the housing finance companies were in momentum, and even the stock had given a breakout from its resistance level. Target for the day has been matched in this stock, and for short to medium term I am still expecting further up move in the stock up to 490, 495.
We're expecting more up move on DHFL. That's the call coming in from Ruchit Jain. Siddharth, let's discuss your portfolio and the first 2 stocks that you hold. One is Dish TV. The target price for that one has been met, and similar move for Tata Chemicals. Both these stocks have worked in your favor. But if you can tell us fundamentally, what is it that you like about both these companies?
First is Dish TV. I think there are positive rub-off benefits out of the composite FDI norms for this company or the DTH companies as such, and Dish happens to be a better one. As far as Tata Chemical is concerned, if they can manage to sell their fertilizer division, the valuations and the cash flow will improve, and thereby there could be further move as and when that news starts unfolding.
Okay, that's the word coming in. Dish TV, lots to bank on, and in fact watching out for that. Siddhartha, run us through your recommendation on Tata Chemicals. Okay, he has a buy recommendation, in fact, and pretty bullish on that stock. But let's run you through the calculators then, as we look as to how the performance has shaped up so far. Ruchit Jain then for the day. Well, he's got an all... Okay, let's just cut across to Rahul Gandhi speaking.
Without resignation, सुषमा जी ने एक क्रिमिनल एक्ट किया है, क्रिमिनल एक्ट भगोड़ा है उसको साइन करके दिया है। वहां के हाई कमिश्नर को मालूम भी नहीं, हिंदुस्तान की सरकार को मालूम भी नहीं। उनके परिवार का बिजनेस है इनके साथ। तो ये हम सवाल उठा रहे हैं, मोदी जी को रिस्पॉन्स देना।
Why hang her even before she's spoken for herself?
What do you mean? She is the minister of the government who the whole country knows has done a criminal act. So when you do a criminal act, you go to jail. Do you agree that she's done a criminal act? They're helping the Minister of India, External Affairs Minister of India, going around the government of India and saying, please release this man. Right? The Chief Minister of Rajasthan has done that. He or she is helping the gentleman. This is against the law.
That's some comments coming in from Rahul Gandhi, but let's move away from that and just for a momentary visit what's going on with Sun TV. Certainly the sun's shining for the company, as it's been the second straight day where you're seeing some positive news filtering in, as the Madras High Court has issued an interim order allowing the company to now participate in the FM radio auction process. This certainly is going to be a big deal for the company. Remember, the Delhi High Court had allowed them to participate in the mock phase radio auctions as well just yesterday, and this is previously after the High Court had asked the government to postpone the auctions until they had actually delivered the final word on the same. So the mock FM auctions began yesterday, for which the company was allowed to participate in, and of course the Delhi High Court had said that the crucial date that is pending would be on the 24th of July, that's tomorrow, where they would be hearing the Sun groups, where they would be hearing the matter regarding the same. Given the fact that the centre had earlier said that they could not defer the e-auction process and the court had asked if the auction could be delayed, this certainly does come in as a major breather for the company. The fact that yesterday the Delhi High Court issued a notice on the plea allowing them to participate in the mock auctions, and now the other court, the Madras High Court, to which the company had also appealed to, is issuing an interim order allowing them to participate. The stock is at the day's high.
Okay, let's discuss more stocks then and our portfolio of Mitesh Thakkar as well. And Mitesh, you've placed a buy call on Jindal Saw. If you can tell us, what is it that you are reading on the charts of Jindal Saw?
A short-term breakout happening here. Jindal Saw had a very good price action yesterday. We saw a lot of positive crossovers on the indicator charts, good setup overall. My sense is that the stock is in some kind of an uptrend which could see it head towards targets of around 72 to 74. So my day price target is around 72. And the stop loss here should be placed just below 63.
Okay, Jindal Saw for now just clutching onto the 66 mark in trades as we speak, and in fact the target has been placed at levels of close to 72. Mitesh, let's also chat a little bit about Tata Motors DVR, your upbeat here.
Yeah, my final buy call is on Tata Motors DVR futures. See, it's a stock price which has gone through a big period of decline and now is showing extremely oversold readings on the charts. There is some kind of possibility of an intraday reversal happening, and the breakout happens about 241 and the price is just close below that. So I'm assuming that the breakout will happen today, and therefore looking at a target of around 255 to about 258 on the upside. So the day price target is 254.70 on the futures side, and the recommended stop loss here would be just below 235.
Tata Motors DVR holding out very smartly, 3% of an upside. Let's discuss Ruchit's the last two picks, IRB Infra as well as Apollo Tyres. Ruchit, you've placed a buy call on both these stocks and have worked in your favour. Target price is met. How much more room do you see on the upside for both these stocks?
IRB Infra has given a breakout from a symmetrical triangle in today's trading session. So we believe that prices could move further higher from current levels. Any decline if we get again up to 245, 246, one can again use that opportunity to buy this stock. Place a stop loss below 238, and positionally the stock has potential to go up to 260, 265. Next call was a buy call in Apollo Tyres. It was an intraday call since yesterday the prices had closed above the trendline resistance. So I was expecting an up move for this intraday trading session for a target of 202. The target price has been met, and I believe that the stock could consolidate going ahead in this range.
Okay, that's a call coming in on the last two stocks, in fact, that Ruchit has picked out. Thumbs up on Apollo Tyres working well as IRB Infra. Moving right on then, Siddhartha, Reliance Industries, any perhaps, trigger that's prompting this sort of a stock move in the price? And what would be the verdict on Indiabulls Housing, your upbeat here? Okay, we will just connect right back with Siddhartha Chatterjee. But interesting that he's picked out Reliance Industries, because we've been talking about how that stock has been pretty resilient in the last two trading days. Okay, take a look as to how it's come off in tandem with the rest of the market now. Otherwise was quoting in the green, but now is a little bit muted. In the last 1 month and 3 months also, it's been fairly active. But Siddhartha, in fact, he's got a long call on this for targets of 1,062, but place a stop loss at 1,020. Unfortunately, the target's already been achieved. To the mid-cap space then, and Indiabulls Housing, that was the next stock that he had on his radar. In fact, he was pretty upbeat on the stock as well, talking about how one can place a target of 729 with a stop at 693.
Okay, let's just quickly run you through their calculator check and how each of our experts are placed at this point of time. Starting off with Mitesh Thakkar's portfolio. DCW is clearly working in his favor, giving him good returns, 11% of an upside that stock is seeing, and clearly overall portfolio also sitting on the green there. And Mitesh is gaining a good close to 30,000 rupees as we speak. Let's also take a look at Ruchit Jain's portfolio. 3 stocks out of 4 target prices have been met there. So barring an M&M, all these stocks have been working on his favor. Overall portfolio sitting with gains of good 22,000 rupees. Finally, let's take a look at Siddhartha's portfolio. Except Indiabulls Housing, all the other 3 stocks are working in his favor, giving him an upside or a gain of close to 5,200 rupees. So at this point of time, it is Mitesh leading, followed by Ruchit as well as Siddharth. And with that, would like to thank each of our guests for taking time out and sharing their perspective with us. And it's a wrap on Stock Game. Market Sense comes up next.